Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tori Brame and this is Holy City Mystic. Thank you so much for being here. So today we're going to talk a little bit about astrocartography. Some of the common questions that I get are ones that I would like to address in this video. Number one is, how much does astrocartography matter? So a lot of astrologers, they say it's significant where you are when you get your solar return every year. So on and around your birthday, where you are on the planet is going to shape your year. Other astrologers say unless you move there permanently or, semi-permanently, unless you move there for the actual year, it's not really going to make that much of a difference. It's not going to play out. So there is some controversy there. However, every astrologer agrees that your natal chart, so where you were, what time you were, when you were born, when you incarnated into this world, is going to be the most significant factor throughout your life. And you can bring up and play with different energies depending on where you're living on the planet. However, your natal promise is always going to be the most important part. It's always going to be the strongest energy. So what is it? Is it 50%? Like it's going to be 50% where you live and 50% your natal chart? I don't know. I don't know the answer to that. Different astrologers would say different things, especially the ones that are like, you have to be here on this birthday in order to get this energy for the next year. They would tend to put more stock in astrocartography. And then the astrologers that say it doesn't really matter where you are unless you're there more permanently, more on a permanent basis, or at least for that year long, they might say that there is more of an even split. That might be something that it's good to just play around with and kind of see how you feel living in different areas. If you are one of those people who is privileged enough to be able to move in different places around the country and around your world. Another misconception that people might not know that they're making, but I wanted to address, is what happens if you're born on a line. So in order to really talk about this, I have to go back to kind of the big picture. So what is astrocartography in the first place? You are on this little ball, the Earth, and the map of the sky is where all the planets are the moment you were born. So some might be on the opposite end of the Earth from where you're born. Some might be directly overhead. They're all going to be in different areas around your chart. So where the lines are on the Earth is where those things are in the sky. So if you were born, I will use myself as an example because I have Pluto pretty close to my ascendant. I'm not born on the ascendant line, but it didn't take many miles for me to get to my actual Pluto line. So if you were born with Pluto directly on your ascendant, you are going to live on your Pluto ascendant line. And so even if you move away from your Pluto ascendant line, you are still going to carry that energy, that natal promise. That is going to be with you for the rest of your life because Pluto is on your ascendant in your birth chart. So that kind of goes into the first question of, how powerful is astrocartography? And it really boils down to what you believe and what you feel, because if you move to a different line and you start gaining all of those energies, you're never going to lose the Pluto ascendant line. You're never going to lose those lessons that you were meant to learn during this life, no matter where you move on the planet. It's always going to be there. So that's something to take into account if you're like, oh my God, I was born on this line, or like, does this mean I'm super lucky if I'm born on a Jupiter line or something like that? I gotta stay here. I gotta stay on this Jupiter line. No, you're gonna take it with you. That's in your birth chart. You're gonna take it with you wherever you go. And then also people who were born on more challenging lines, like your Pluto line or your Saturn line, all those energies are conjunct an angle. They are sitting directly on one of your angles, and that's why you were born on that line. So that is going to be something that you are going to battle, accomplish, anything like that throughout this lifetime. So it's something I just wanted to clarify for you guys as you're looking more into astrocartography and seeing like, oh wow, my birth town is actually on this line. Well, look at your chart. It's going to be conjunct one of your angles, and that angle is going to be the line that you were born on. So I hope that helps. I hope that makes things easier for you and maybe makes more head sense. And I will talk to you guys later.